To understand the coexistence between traditional and sports martial arts, you must be ready to accept the fact that at present, most of the world views martial arts in the Western perspective. At present, martial arts is largely practiced as sports. Competition are held for purposes of gaining prestige, scholarships, promotion, and to earn money for those who are qualified as professional athletes. Unlike in the past, where martial arts artists are noted for their skills and transmission and possibly an instant of mortal combat, present day of martial artists are recognized in terms of their champion status, wherein the number of victories and the stakes on how their victories were achieved are immortalized. These victories are then counted as their contribution to martial arts in the present. Martial arts, like most cultural practices, evolve over time. It changes with the world and it only remains as it was of you. You will notice this in the fundamentals and techniques performed during training. The once deadly hidden forms are now performed as a dance, with music to add intensity in some schools. The strikes that are intended to stop an offensive are limited to certain execution that will qualify it for you a point. The following are known to be possible reasons for such persistence and ongoing shift, technically from its traditional towards the modern aspects as a sports. The accessibility of people to concealed weapons have rapidly grown over the years, making martial arts as a second option for survival. Hence, disarming techniques have lost a great deal of influence over people. The presence of firearms makes hands-to-hands combat the least option for purposes of self-defense. Present-day laws prohibit physical contact or circumstances that are harmful, thus, some traditional martial arts being known to train in ways that develop resistance to pain and fatigue may be outlawed. The present values taught in schools today focus largely on intellectual development, as seen in the most students who are bombarded were areas in the world of traditional martial arts, both physical and mental aspects of growth must take a place at the same time. Specifically, this means that traditional martial arts requires devotion to both study and physical training. At the same time, the influence and dominance of mixed martial artists, MMA athletes, against mostly poorly trained and less combat exposed martial arts, artists who are claimed to be within borders of traditional martial arts have led to immense loss of trust and confidence towards the once effective system of martial arts. Competition offer recognition, where there are no contests in traditional martial arts unless the matter is between life and death. There are also other reasons besides from those mentioned in this article. Most of them will be centered on issue of practically difficulty and time investment. Despite the massive movement of the Western identity of martial arts, traditional martial arts is still persistent of people in some territories. Traditional sports and martial arts coexist, recognize the existence of other, permitting of exchange for purposes of awareness. This, however, is not enough to consider par on global perspective. Still, contemporary arts leans towards the competitive ideas of the times. The following are some of the reasons that provides traditional martial arts a place in modern society. Training is mostly holistic in the nature. The mental, physical, social, spiritual aspect of training are gradually enforced to administer it. That provides traditional martial arts a place in modern society. Training is mostly holistic in the nature. The mental, physical, social, spiritual aspect of training are gradually enforced to administer internal and external improvements to the of being practitioner. The ability to focus on a single matters while being aware of environment is largely emphasized in the fundamentals of training. Thus, the practitioner becomes an individual heightened senses. Since traditional schools give an importance to relationship within training, the sense of brotherhood provides a sense of belonging to the practitioner. There are various reasons for the continuing existence of traditional martial arts training. These are just the most noticeable among them.